Hi guys, welcome back to Buggy Beauty. Hadn't seen you in a while. I know, I've been gone, but I'm back. I actually filmed a video yesterday. Well, I thought I filmed a video yesterday. If any of you follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, you know I had the camera sitting there filming the whole thing, so I thought I go to turn the camera off and didn't record any of it. So here we are today. I'm gonna record again. I've got some new things to try out. I'm getting ready to go out with my sister. We're having a sister's date. We're going to see a comedian down in Johnson City. So let's hope this look turns out okay. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face and I am going to prime using Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. So this one claims to have a radiant finish on it. And here lately, because my face has been so dry, I'm kind of wanting something a little bit more, not shiny, but, well, I mean, that's shiny, but once I put foundation over it, it'll be fine. I like this because it has like that tackiness to it, so you know your foundation's gonna stick to it pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna let that set in for a second. All right, our new foundation that we're using today is the CliniqueFit, and it has SPF 40 in it. It says Workout Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 40. And this one is in the shade 01 Light. This one's really liquidy. I'm gonna try it with a brush first, and then we will try our sponges. I'm gonna put a few drops onto my little glass palette down here. Yeah, it's really liquidy. I'm gonna use my Eco Tools Ultimate Buffing Brush and just dip into that. And then just dip that on the face. That may be a little bit light. It's not a thick formula at all, but it has good coverage, so that's good. I like something that has good coverage but doesn't feel heavy on the skin. That's always nice, especially if I'm gonna be somewhere where there's quite a few people and the possibility of sweating is gonna happen. This actually is a good foundation for that. Yeah, I like the coverage on it. It's pretty good. So I've done this side with a brush. I'm gonna do this side with a sponge. I'm gonna start out using my Morphe sponge. Then I've also got my Juno & Co sponge. So right away I can tell a difference. It kind of almost seems like the brush side has oxidized a little bit. But as far as coverage goes, I feel like there's better coverage on this side because you can still see my sunspot here. Okay. So I'm gonna go back over this side with a brush. I like the finish better on this side. You can still see my sunspots, and yeah, I'm gonna go back over it with the brush. Okay, now for concealer, I'm gonna use the Hey Honey Trick and Treat concealer, and it says natural tone for normal to dry skin. Just gonna dot that under my eye. Sorry if you can hear the birds outside. That may be a little bit yellow tone, so I might have to add some of my Tarte Shape Tape to that. We shall see. Okay, and as you can see, that concealer really didn't do much. I mean, it brightened my under eyes, but I can still see a little bit of darkness under here, so I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape and just kind of tuck that right in there, cover those dark circles. And then using my Morphe sponge again, just going in and tapping that out. Okay, and to set that under eye, I'm using my Super Goop setting powder. I don't like the brush on this, so I just put some out on my palette, and then I use my Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the JH 07. Just tap into that and then just press that in to set that under eye. Now be sure to tap that down the side of the nose as well. Then I take whatever's left on my brush and I just kind of tap that over the other areas where I had concealer. Okay, now for contour, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit, dipping into Java with my AOA Studios little spoon brush, and then just creating that line there and blending that out. A little bit goes a long way with that. I'm gonna have to go back over that with that foundation. Okay, now that I've got that contour on, I'm gonna set my entire face using the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat in the shade Natural. I'm gonna swirl into that with my Wonder 2 brush and then just buff over the whole face. This is a foundation powder, but it doesn't change the color of the foundation that I have on. I can tell that it sets it, and I like it because it still allows a little bit of radiance to shine through. Like I say, sometimes I like matte foundations, but most of the time I like a little bit of youth and healthy skin to shine through a little bit. So far, that foundation is looking really nice. My pores are actually minimized, which I like, and it's not setting into my smile line, so you can ask anybody in my family. We got some gnarly forehead wrinkles and they aren't showing so bad, so I'm okay with that. Now on to do blush and highlighter. I forgot I want to do a little bit of bronzer too. Using my JH02, I'm going into the Lisa Frank and Glamour Dolls Bitten and Bronzed matte bronzer. Okay, for blush today, I'm going to use the Prisma in the shade Honey Pink 02. And for my brush, I'm using the JH04. Whoa, that's pigmented. Sure is. Gonna go back with that little kabuki and just kind of go back over that. Because your girl got it a little bit too bright. Speaking of bright, I hate when my camera does that. Using the AOA Studios Pal Lighter in the shade Astro. I just got a package delivered at the door. I'm hoping it's my Jouer palettes that I won. Our highlighter brush today is the JH09. I'm just gonna swirl into that highlighter. I'm going to hit my brush with a little bit of Morphe spray. That is so pretty. Bring that around town. Okay, now that I have all my powders on my face, I'm gonna set my face using my Morphe setting spray. My package was not my Jouer stuff, but I did get my Scentbird subscription this month. I got the Valentina Aqua Florale. Let's see how it smells. Go ahead and do a review on this while we're doing a makeup video. It smells like honeysuckle to me. Let's see what it says. It says it has jasmine, orange blossom, patchouli, which I can't wear, tuberose, and amber. Okay, well, this will be going to my sister because patchouli makes me sneeze. All right, now that I have my face done, I'm gonna do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. All right, now I am going to prime my eyes with the Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Satin Blush. And I just tap that on the eyelid. And I like to go almost all the way up to my brow. Okay, today for my crease, I'm gonna go to the James Charles palette and use the shade T. Tap that in, and I'm using the JH30 brush. We're gonna go with something kind of smoky today, so that's why we're starting out kind of dark in the crease. Now using the ES06 from Juno & Co. It's a dense domed shader brush. I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill palette and pick up that shade Framed. I'm just gonna place that all over the lid, starting in the outer V and just pulling that in. And then going to the inner corner. I'm leaving the center open just a little bit. Taking my F19 Fluffy Blending Brush from AOA Studios, I'm just gonna blend that together really well and bringing that shade Framed up into that transition and then pulling it out on the ends. Now going back into the James Charles palette, picking up some of that bright red shade called You're Kidding on a JH32. I'm just gonna place that also in the crease and fluff that up. Starting at the outer V, I'm just pulling that up into the crease. Now using my ring finger, going back into that Jaclyn Hill palette, using that shade called Bomb Booty. She might call it something else, but I call it Bomb Booty. We're gonna tap that right in the center. Now on a JH39, I'm gonna dip into the shade Sister from the James Charles palette. We're gonna just tuck that right under the brow there. Now using the same brush, I'm gonna go and dip into that highlight shade that we used all over the face. And we're gonna tuck that into the inner corner. Hopping over to my Solar palette from BH Cosmetics, I am going to use the shade Galactic with the shade Pulsar, and I'm just gonna place that right down the center of the lid. I just picked both those shades up using a JH41 brush, and with that, see if it, yeah, that makes it pop a little bit more. Okay, now using the JH33, dipping into that shade Framed, and just running that underneath that lower lash line. Alrighty, it's been a minute because, well, my daughter called me from school and she thought she was with me this week. So she was waiting on me. She was like, Mom, are you on your way? Nope. Anyway, but she's coming with me now. So, it's much later. So good thing is my foundation still looks really good. And so the last step we were on, I was smudging that color that I put here in the crease underneath my eye to kind of smoke that out. All right, next what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the Roll It Up Auto Eyeliner from JCat, and this is in the shade Bulk Black. I'm gonna put that on my waterline, on my tight line, and then a little bit across the upper lash line, and I'm gonna smudge it out. Okay, now for mascara, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Great Lash. Y'all, I love this. This is one of the best mascaras. I love what it does to my lashes. First, I'm gonna curl my lashes and then pop this on, and then I'm going to throw some Too Faced Better Than waterproof over top of it. The reason I do that waterproof, especially like on times when I'm going somewhere where, like say where there's a lot of people, I might be sweating or something, it just keeps it from running and transferring down under my eyes and up onto my lids. So that's why I do that. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe my lip and get that foundation off. For lips, I'm using the Hard Candy Velvet Mousse matte lip color in the shade Dahlia. Figured that would go pretty good. And it comes in this cute little box, which the ones that I've bought before that expired, I keep the box and put my other lipsticks in it and just throw it in my purse because it has a little mirror on the inside. Which, it also works good for the end of the night when you want to take those lashes off. You put them back in there. Well, you don't lose them. Okay guys, this is our final look. Turned out pretty good. Like I say, I really like the foundation, so. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again for always tuning in and giving a thumbs up. I got lipstick on my thumb. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. What are you waiting on? Push the bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And comment. Always comment something that you guys would like to see me do in the future. Alright, well I hope to see you on the next one. Bye buggies.